Check this thing out. This is our brand new Musketeer Treville MY25 X-Terrian Caravan. This thing behind me has that much gear in it, there's no way I can tell you all about it without reading off a sheet of paper. It is loaded, fully equipped for off-road use, but we want to make sure that you have the creature comforts from home, if you want them of course, fully equipped with an Eberspacher diesel heater hot water service. It has pop-up power points, Melbourne Crusader specific arrangements, and I think you're going to love the interior, exterior, and all the things that make the Crusader Caravan Eco-Lite XPS constructed caravan one of a kind. Check this van out. So this lovely van behind me is chassis number 15395. I, Michael Valentino, have personally curated it. I've picked out the things that I think are super important, things that people are going to want, the critical things that people are after. And I don't think I could put another thing on it, but I'm happy to be of service if there's something that comes to mind. It has a tare weight of 2752, it has an ATM of 3,500 kilos, a GVM of 3313, and a ball weight of 187 kilos waiting for you, ready to smack some weight in there, getting them ready to go on the open road. This guy behind me is slightly optioned up. And when I say slightly, I mean like 2 A4 papers worth of slightly. This guy has an X-Terrain bundle, brand new with the MY25 range. And to give you an appreciation of what the word bundle gives you, this is the X-Terrain bundle pack. Just a few things. It's probably just the same word written over and over again, red rub, red rum. This guy has a DO35 coupling, 2 recovery points. It has cover waste pipe protection, checker plate water tank guards, A-frame tap protector, aluminium flat wheel spats, grey water tank, thank you for asking. We have a full width mud flap to protect the whole underbody carriage, 2-tier electric step, 3,700 kilo, rated at 35, 100 kilo 12-inch brake suspension with 16-inch 265 all-terrain wheels and tyres for all that off-road work you're going to be up and doing. Of course, if you put this pack on a single axle caravan, slight changes of course. We have a Victron Pack C system, which includes just a few things: 3,000 watt inverter, 2 MPPT 50 amp solar controllers accompanied with a heap of solar on the roof, a 50 amp DC to DC charger, and a quite whoppingly large 7-inch servo display to be able to see the ins and outs and the duck's guts, if you will, of the system. We have 2 300 amp lithium batteries ready to give a whopping power delivery to any appliance in this caravan. We have 4 220 watt solar panels, keeping all the roof hatches. More, of course, if we remove the roof hatches, but I like a little bit of light. Toolbox on the front with our gas bottles in the front protected with bash plates and a large extended drawbar. Raptor paint chassis, not in the bundle, but a beautiful looking chassis nonetheless. Slides either side and a very nice display. We have an X-Terrain upgrade sticker to let everyone know in the caravan park that you've paid a little bit more money for the Musketeer Treville with the upgrade pack. To summarize before we kick off, because I want to make sure you know everything this van's got to make sure that if you're ordering yours, you can pick and choose. Pick and mix, that's what we're here for at Crusader. This has a pillow top mattress, it has airbag ready suspension, an FJ7 Pro air conditioner inverted, ready to be able to use this off-grid and off-road. We have a DRS dust pressure system. We have a whoppingly large 274 litre compressor Thetford fridge, a multi-function air fryer combination convection styled microwave from the team at NCE. We have 4 windows, so we have the lovely Queenslander-esque windows, one at the top, one at the bottom. Keeps that blocked out, air ventilation at the top. Love it. Raptor paint chassis, a diesel heater hot water service from the lovely European team of Eberspacher, of course. A few curations inside, which you'll see. A pop-up PowerPoint, nothing to reveal too much of. And we've upgraded the heater display to a digital controller, as well as a slightly upgraded 12-volt pump to keep it nice and quiet. So with all of the boring stuff out of the way, let's get going. This thing is loaded. We have a fully composite 30mm constructed frameless fiberglass construction on either side of the van, a 40mm composite construction on the floor, and we have a 40mm construction composite from right at this point here, where it's a single join point and then sealed, all the way to the back, like a monocoque-like construction, if you will. Less panels, less worry, less query. It is the best way forward. Fiberglass skin, fiberglass skin, fiberglass skin. We love our fiberglass. The foam that's inside the fiberglass within the composite panel is a water non-retentive foam. So this guy here, it doesn't diminish over time. It doesn't lose its body. It's not going to get that. It's going to hold moisture, no mold, all of that sort of stuff. It is awesome. It is insulation properties off the Richter scale. Let's have a look at the fun stuff. We have a DO35 coupling here at the front. We have a 12-pin plug, Anderson plug. We have 4-ton rating. So if you're a 4-ton enthusiast, you want to be able to get yourself a 4-ton maximum payload caravan. This is ready to go with that. We've had the upgrades ready to go and the chassis and suspension, everything's ready to roll. Just need you to give us a thumbs up and maybe a credit card deposit. It's completely up to you. We also take EFT. We have awesome, lovely curated decals at the front. Love the new look of the MY25 range. Bold, big decals, but still well finished. Absolutely love it. Jockey wheel on the front. Our trailer safe brake disconnect, of course. We have Matador chain hook to hang our little hooks and our hammer locks. We don't do things in halves here. We have a Teco 3.5 ton, 3.7, rated suspension with 12-inch brakes and 16-inch 265 wheels and tyres for full off-road use. Not abuse, but off-road use. I know you're smart, you'll do the right thing. We have toolbox on the front. Inside these toolboxes, we have gas bottles strapped up, not going anywhere, as well as our diesel heater filler. How cool is that? Everything in one box, nice and contained. Love it. Toolbox on the front, ready for a bike rack fitment, ready for a firebox fitment, ready for any sort of fitment that the credit card desires. We have jerry cans on the side, as well as slides either side of the toolbox. So this could fit a generator, it could fit a little storage box for all your hoses and bits and bobs, anything you're after. Power inlet, as well as all of our rated and of course compliance electrical safety equipment for our inverter and main isolator. Full through storage boot in here, of course, for a well-sealed door to keep nice and dust-free on the open road. We have two 300 amp lithium batteries. So underneath the van itself, we keep them nice and high. They're flush with the chassis rail. And it's going to have very streamlined installation. So for the MY25 range that we've seen from Crusader, things like a quick fit system underneath here, and then they run into the van, into the Victron board system as well. We have a portable solar panel plug here that you can hook up a portable panel to. Of course, we've got the 6-inch chassis, 6-inch A-frame, all the way back to the wheels, built by the team at Intelligent Engineering. Thank you, Intelligent Engineering, for building a beautiful chassis. 3mm 450 MPa. However, the front of the A-frame here is actually a 5mm A-frame because it is a 4-ton compliance. This thing is solid. This thing's gonna be able to get you anywhere you need to get, as long as you get there doing the right thing. So, 300, ready to roll. You can power pretty much anything. Underneath the van, from our lovely cameraman here, come with me, good sir, we have our mud flap underneath, as well as, if you take a look at how clean that installation is. Everything's checker plate guarded, everything's nice and high, there's no hanging pipes, everything's nice and just tucked away, and all of the fancy stuff is protected, of course, as you go through those sort of terrains. Nothing's out of the question, which is just fantastic. We have two 110-litre water tank fillers on the side like so. We have our guard on the side there for our wheels and tyres, mainly just to make it look nice and finished. We have on the windows, aluminium style windows from the team at Dometic. These are the European variants. We have double glaze. The interior, you'll notice quality-wise, is substantially to that of the plastic alternatives from Dometic. And of course, they're aluminium, you're not going to get that movement or vibration over that period of time, something that Crusader has made an effect across the whole Crusader MY25 range. We have our water pump on the outside, slightly upgraded, of course, as we mentioned at the start. We have our grey water tank with flush point as well as bypass valve as a standard within the MY25s, main pressure like so. And if we get underneath here, we can see all of our twin shocks, massive coil springs, as well as Australian-made Teco Tuff-Ride 3.5-ton independent suspension. We have our ceramic toilet, of course, upgradable quite easily to that of a composting if people are after that as an alternative. And on the side, if we stand back, it really highlights the construction method. So we have, from this point here, right over the roof, as that nice body roll for the MY25 body shade that people are just loving, to here is a fully one-piece 40mm roof, 40mm floor constructed caravan with 30mm sidewall. There's no joins on this van, so you're not gonna have that chance of panel movement or oxidization or corrosion or none of that. There's nothing to be concerned with fiberglass. Yes, everything has its upkeep. Yes, everything needs to be looked after, but fiberglass, your insurance company, CIO Insurance, love fiberglass. They give you all sorts of incentives and bonuses when you give them a call and make them aware that you've bought a fully constructed XPS composite caravan from the team of Crusader, of course, their favorite manufacturer. May or may not be true. And you'll see those benefits come across typically in form of a 10% discount on the basis of what the van's constructed with to that of sway control. So it's a fairly important thing to be asking about. Not all insurers, of course, but ask the question, do the research. I'm sure you will, of course. We have on the rear back of the panel, so it's a one piece all the way over, reversing camera. We have a sticker across the back telling you that, of course, we've bought a lovely Crusader. The spare tyre cover does come with it, but unfortunately it is at the cost of approximately $140,000 for this particular caravan. Let's keep going. We have our sequential indicators across the back, and on the fun side of the caravan is where all the fun stuff happens. So this is the entertainment zone. This is where your outside TV hutch is going to be. You pop your TV on the outside. You've got all of your connections, all of your power points, as well as your picnic table. This just flips down, standard picnic table arrangement, of course. Tunnel boot all the way through. We've gone through the weights, but the compliance plates in there. Dual windows, of course, large window. Everything, again, is that European double glazed Dometic window. Electric step. Ooh, very, very nice. The door is a reinforced material. Make sure you're nice and safe wherever you happen to go. And of course, it's fitted with an approximately 16-foot global awning from the team in Keysborough. This van has everything you're gonna need to be able to get to the places you wanna go, all the fun places. And if you wanna get there in comfort, you wanna get there in style, I think this particular van is absolutely the best. We've gone ahead, added everything to it, so you don't have to do the hard thinking. You just tell us, rebuild that van, I'll pick my own colors, or Michael, you know what, you don't know what, you're not too bad at picking colors. Maybe we'll just go with your suggestion. Haven't seen the inside yet, so we better jump inside and see what you think. Arigato. This is the Musketeer Treville X-Terrian. This van here, I love the concrete tops. I love the bench space. I just love this van. It always helps when you see the creation come to life. Cooking is such a large part of people's lives within caravan touring. And we keep hearing, I want more bench space, more bench space, more bench space, what can I do for bench space? Really keen on the bench space, more than I actually thought for the MY25 range. So, what options? We have heaps of options for the MY25 range. One of the options I'd like to explore is inside-outside cooking. What does that look like? How does it feel? What are the advantages? What are the disadvantages? Well, I can't tell you all of that, but what I can tell you is this thing's hot, looks sexy, heaps of bench space, heaps of room for coffee machines or air fryers or whatever you're after, whatever, you want to roll some sushi, roll some sushi. Who am I to judge your sushi creation workstation? However, what's this little disc here? Well, it's my favorite little creation. Well, I shouldn't make it in, just a hole saw and a bit of love. This is a pop-up PowerPoint. This lovely little gentleman here is something that I've had at home on many a time sitting on my desk, and I thought this will be the best to be able to bring into our space, and our customers I think are going to love it. So what's the purpose of it? Well, if I go to my little induction cooktop, these come in single and large, just a Westinghouse little guy here. We just pop him on like so, turn him on, we have a 1400 and 1000 watts. You can just cook how you want, but it's a lovely day outside and we want to cook some seafood. I don't really want to cook it in the van. My range hood's here, it'll suck it all out, but still, what could I do? Well, in my head at least, we're taking him outside and we go straight to the picnic table. And your options are just so much larger. You have so many availabilities of cooking. Nothing's prohibited for you. I love the idea of this. Pop your coffee machine there, pop him back in. Everything returns to the way it was. You store him, you don't need something double, but it just gives you an idea. We have single, double. I don't think they made triples. That one's probably for home. But when you're done cooking here, what's underneath? Well, this is the convection style NCE, I believe it's a 34-litre unit. Slightly different, so it spins around, does his normal thing, but the heat output, the ability of cooking with it is massive. These things can actually cook. Unlike a microwave just reheats. This thing can cook. This is a true convection microwave for a caravan, much like a Caravan Queen bed. It's not exactly the full thing, but it's gonna do, so much of what you need it to. These are weapons. But the things you're gonna love about it, storage, perfect for that induction cooktop I just showed you. And most manufacturers wouldn't bother to just give you a flap. Not that we have anything against flaps. I like flaps. Everyone here likes flaps. But who doesn't mind a drawer? What are you thinking? Also, drawers, and they're soft closing. You don't have to say it like that, but you can. Try it with me. Soft closing. Delicious. All the way down. The versatility of the MY25s is just awesome. You have the availability to be able to adjust up, left, right, down. With our new hinging system, that is an insertable hinge into the door itself. It means that we can get real true craftsmanship style finish with our vents, because we go left to right. We have like availability of change, which is awesome with the MY25s. Concrete tops, love it. Concrete splashback, love it. We've got full block out windows, midgy screens. We have range hood strip lighting with a touch button, and I believe it dims, although my fingers are too heavy pressed. So you'll have to settle for my word. We have our sink like so. We have our strainer drainer, and of course that bench top continues all the way across, and it's a nice thick bench top as well. All of that is ply if our cameraman gets a nice little shot. These are the things where you can trim cost. We don't trim it. If you pop underneath here, you can actually see the timber. It's a ply timber. You could spend less, go to a thinner board, go for like a substitute board to that of like an IKEA bench, but it's not that style. We want to actually give you the quality and the fixtures and the fittings you deserve. Fitted in the Musketeer Treville is a club lounge. Club lounge is probably the most attractive style of seating. So cushions all the way through, awesome area to relax. We have a footrest that just clicks up like so, and we have this table that goes in, out, left, and right. There's a little handbrake you can pop under. This is the brand new style of mapper table. We have double power points everywhere. We have a USB light USB charging as well as the light. Inside of our overhead cupboard above my lovely head here, we have a fuse panel for our solar panels, breaker, camera switch, turn the camera on, air conditioner remote, AC switch, turn the aircon on. We also have a camera, as well as a hydro plate. Ooh, what's that? Well, I'll tell you later. And we have a little white switch panel up here, which is the diesel heater controller. But before we get to the boring stuff of it, check how big this fridge is. It is a 274-litre Thetford compressor fridge. It is a whopping big fridge. And we still make sure at Crusader, we give you all available storage. So you can get access to the back there, and the drawer stops are a little bit short for all of the fridge and the plumbing, but we still give you that access. So never gonna say no to a little drawer. In the ensuite, we have separate shower toilet. We have 2 towel rails. We have a ceramic Dometic toilet. Feels nice and comfy. We have our 3.2 kilo top-load washer. Strip lighting underneath the cupboard. We have our tap. We have our cupboards. Everything nice and clean. Everything's well finished. Everything done by independent plumbers in the industry and independent caravan electricians. So when I say independent, they are Crusader employees. They're not contractors. They're not the different people coming in and out. It's the same people. These things matter because it means that when you pick up the phone, you go, oh, I've got a plumbing issue. We know who's done it. His name's Charlie. He's down there. He's been in, he lives in Greensboro. Like, let's give him a quick call. And he cares because he's been with the company for 20 years. Shaving cabinets. This is the MY25 bathroom. This thing is hot. Look how much storage there is. I'm loving that. There's PowerPoint in there as well, just for your electric toothbrush, shaver, whatever you happen to need. Drawers, full bank of drawers. Concrete top, splashback, the whole lot. We protect the shower floor because when you buy this caravan from me at the caravan show, I'd like to say to you that the floor's brand new. Our shower head. If you're tall, you can go all the way up and just flick this down, and you can go right to the top. So even for tall people, absolutely gonna have full advantage of the shower rows in the Crusader. And because the Crusaders are a fully composite manufacturer, we wanna keep water out. So we use a fully one-piece fiberglass blown, here in Australia I believe, shower mold. We have fans above our head, we have fans above our lovely cameraman's head, and it means that water is going to keep out of the interior of the caravan. It's going to go through your little drain plug here, slightly recessed, and it's going to flow on through. Keep your little soap here. I'm more of a body wash man, but you know, hey, we'll learn more. We have the Musketeer Treville. This thing is absolutely stunning. We have heaps of bench space, heaps of family space, heaps of lounge time. I like the club lounge to that of any other lounge because, you know, if the old man, my old man, is a fly fisherman, so he'll get up early and he'll nick off and he'll, you know, disappointingly not catch any fish. And my mum, a little bit odd, she'll write Christmas cards for people in 2028. So she'll lounge across here, doesn't want to sleep on her bed, bed's for sleeping, and she'll hang out here on the lounge. Love it. It's absolutely awesome. Whereas cafe is sort of restricted, L-shape sort of restricted. If you can get a club lounge, absolutely would suggest it beyond everything else. Cupboard, cupboard, cupboard. Loving it. This van is fitted with one of my new favorite things. It is fitted with an Eberspacher diesel heater hot water service from Eberspacher. So this lovely little gentleman right here is our diesel heater hot water service. So what he does is through thermocol, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, which I'm just going to call coolant. Coolant is sitting inside this unit. It's a 15-litre holding tank. It runs the hot coolant after it's heated it up, like a car, if you will, and it runs the hot water, the water, through a piping system that is the heater hot water service, and then expels that hot water to the designated spot, or the air through the fan over the top of those pipes. So equivocally, you have heating hot water service. They use very little fuel, but as far as efficiency goes, this fan is gas free. There's no gas in this Caravan. If you don't want it, great, we've already done it. And we've maintained all functionality of the Caravan. You have a backup for every single source. You've got your fridge, which is 12 volt or 240. You have solar on the roof. You have hot water service that is diesel heating hot water services. You have induction cooking. You have a gas bayonet that you could use with the gas bottles at the front if you desire. Otherwise, take them out, leave them at home, put them on the barbie. Whatever works for you. We are versatile. Pick and mix. Best thing about Crusader, have as much as you want, take as little as you need. We're here to support, we're here to guide. Maybe this van's not for you, this right exact one. Come in, we'll make something special for you. You're gonna love it. And we make a sort of decent coffee as well. So I've heard, once or twice. Of course they come in different colors, of course they come in different styles, of course they come in different arrangements. We'll make it for you, whatever you like. But if you want to buy this one, I think it might have your name on it. Above our head is a Dometic Ibis 5, as I like to call it. It's an FJ7 Pro air conditioner, taking over from that of the Ibis 4. With a very quick flick of a button, the inverter will turn on. We will be able to utilize the air conditioner, providing we have sun. The air conditioner the other day, as I was demonstrating it to a customer, was pulling approximately 800 watts running. And the solar, with 2 solar panels, was inputting to 300 watts. 500 deficit. You're out there for a bit of time, especially with a better battery bank, keeping you ready and keeping you going. Our bedroom, we have our DRS system up here. That there is a dust suppression system through a filter from Dometic. This is our roof hatch with Miji and block, and we have our smoke detector. Look at all these boxes like Christmas. This is our Victron system, fully protected. We keep it guarded, which means you can store bits and pieces in here, nice and easily. 2 fuse banks. For our essential, non-essential, we have our solar controller, DC to DC charger, our shunt hookup points for quick phone access, Serbo, sender of information, as well as a 3000 watt multi-plus charger inverter. So you plug it into a caravan park, it charges, you go free camping, inverted, cranks power. And a 24-inch smart TV from the team at Majestic. True Google native software, which means one of the best smart TVs on the market. Pillow top mattress, of course, as I mentioned. Dual windows either side of the van, loving that. It keeps airflow at the top and you're secure at the bottom. So like so, completely up to you. And then that way, no peeping toms down the bottom. I mean, if they want to look, let them have a little look. We have robes all the way. Hanging, we offer shelving. These little gaps at the top and stuff like that are on purpose. It allows customers to be able to retroactively find wiring or advance their current system, i.e. little access points, little safe little hiding spots there in the Crusaders for wiring access. The best thing about composite is all the wiring runs inside the van, which means for future upgrades, you are future-proof. Not a lot of manufacturers can even come close to offering that. Little storage hut just down here. How cool is that? Little magazines or bits and bobs, whatever you want to put in there, it's completely up to you. We don't judge you on anything you do, of course. We have our heat from our diesel heater flowing into the van through venting systems, as well as it sucks air in from this backside here. We have 2 fans either side of the bed. We have swivel disc USB, USB-A, USB-C chargers. We have double power points. We have 2 12-volt cabin fans to keep you nice and cool at night with a little light breeze. And I think I've told you everything I can about this Caravan. This van is built out of the best material available in the caravan industry. It's the most insulated material. You have that heater on for like 5 minutes, you'd be absolutely sweating a storm. This is a fiberglass, fully constructed, frameless caravan. The best in the industry, in my opinion. 2024 Manufacturer of the Year, Crusader Caravans. Place your trust in the people that build their own chassis, build their own roofs and walls and floors, build their own caravans, have accreditations to that of many other manufacturers could even come close. This van is a weapon. It is spec'd. If you need all that fruit, awesome. We've got you covered. We're here to listen. We're experts in what we do. If you don't need all that fruit and you're after something a little bit more plain Jane, that's okay too. You don't know where you're going yet. You don't know what camping looks like for you, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. That's completely fine. We're here to help future-proof your investment. Make sure that you guys can go anywhere you want to go, whenever you want to go there. You don't like induction? That's okay. We've got gas. You want lift-up cooktops? We've got that too. Want me to come on the first trip? Expensive, but I'd consider it. You'd have to call my wife, actually. If you want to find out more about this van, guys, head to the website, www.crusadercaravansmelbourne.com.au. If you want to know anything about buying a caravan, getting a caravan, you want to come down to Campbellfield, book yourself a coffee, love it. That'd be awesome. We welcome it. 1457 Sydney Road, Campbellfield. You can call us on 9359 2938. Or alternatively, if you're just watching, feeling, not ready to quite have a chat to us yet, that's okay too. We just appreciate you watching us. Like and subscribe for the next video. We love ya. Can't wait to see ya. And we'll see you soon. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please feel free to check out more from Crusader Caravans Melbourne. We have plenty of tutorial videos, product highlights, and walkthrough videos for your next new Crusader Caravan. Thanks so much. Hit subscribe, push the notification bell so you stay up to date with all of our latest content. Thanks so much and happy caravanning.